This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global in the BT Sports Studios in Stratford, joined by Frank Warren. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Umar. How are you, mate?
Very good, thank you. Down here today is a press conference, but Schwartz isn't here. Is there any reason why he didn't
No,
come?
he's training in Germany. It was here today was all about Tyson and Bob Arum and announcing what was going on and what the future was for Tyson.
Okay. Bob's very insistent that Tyson's going to become sort of a massive star in the US. Obviously, we know he's big there already, but this ESPN deal, this top-ranked deal, should take him to a new level in the States.
Well, he can do. He does the business in the ring. He's on a platform that's the biggest sports channel in the States. They've got 5 channels there. And it's not just about the sport, it's also about the other interests they have. They're owned by Disney. The fact that they can put him on talk shows and so forth to build his profile and help his presence in the States. So, you know, it's a really good move for him as far as building his profile. And so in the next couple of fights he has out there, and put him in a position for when the big fight happens with Deontay Wilder that it's going to get a massive audience.
Said when there. That's encouraging.
Well, I think it happened. No one's trying, doesn't want, it's not they don't want these fights to happen, it's making them happen at the right time and where Tyson gets what he should get out of it. You know, last time he stepped up to the plate after just 2 fights, went out there, fought on Showtime, got robbed on with a decision. But the bottom line of it is this time round, with the profile that hopefully that he gets and the exposure he gets, that it'll make him more of the attraction than Deontay's.
We can see now it's going to be on BT Sport box office, Frank.
Yep.
I have to say the reaction's been up and down. I'd have to say majority of people aren't best too pleased that is on box office. Do you want to kind of defend why it's on box office?
Well, the reason he's on it, he's moved into that echelon now. You know, like exactly as the same as Joshua's fights are all on Sky box office. That's the way Tyson is now. You know, he should really be the world champion. He didn't get the decision, but that's where he's at now, and that's the echelon he's in. I mean, for the subscribers of BT, we're delivering them great content over the next for the foreseeable future, and certainly over the next few months. You've got Billy Joe Saunders fight, which is on subscription.
Warrington Galahad.
You've got Galahad, and as you say, and Josh Warrington. You've got Daniel Dubois
Gorman.
on there, Gorman. You've got Joe Joyce on there.
Yep.
There's some really good fights coming up. So, there's some great fights for the subscribers, but occasionally it does happen that somebody moves from subscription base into being a box office performer. But we're not all the shows are on BT or box office. It's not like Sky where there's a proliferation of them. There's this is Tyson's case that I explained. That's because that's where he's moved to now.
Who else do you think is close to sort of moving into that echelon of becoming a box office star? Do you think Billy Joe Warrington are kind of close to that?
In the right fights. Fights. Josh fought on
with Frampton.
Yeah,
but how comes the Galahad wasn't? I mean, we're glad it's not on box office.
Because we said we wouldn't do that. We said that the next fight we would make sure that it was going to be for the subscribers. So we try to be fair to the people who subscribe. Certainly that's BT's mantra, and certainly us. I mean, in Queensbury, that's what they want. So it's delivering to the subscribers, and the special fights, or the guys who are moving into that echelon of being special fighters, they become box office stars.
Mm-hmm. Just heard Bob over there with the written press saying Tom Schwartz would be favourite against Andy Ruiz. When you sort of compare the 3 next big heavyweight fights, you've got Wilder Brazil, Joshua Ruiz and Tom Schwartz, how do you think they sort of compare against each other?
Well, I have not seen a lot of Tom Schwartz. I've only seen video footage of him. As far as he's concerned, he's ranked number 2 by an organisation. WBO. He's ranked number 2. He's 24-0. Coincidentally, when Tyson fought against Klitschko, when nobody gave him a chance to beat Klitschko, so only a few of us did, nobody gave him a chance, but he was 24-0. And look at the upset. Upsets happen in boxing. He's a winning fighter, and so he'll have a winning mentality. But I think Tyson's the best heavyweight out there, so I think Tyson will be favourite, and I think Tyson, will win the fight. At least I hope I'm right on that one. But it is what it is. Regarding Brazil, people have seen him. He's been there. He's a mandatory to Deontay. And as for Ruiz, he's a nice enough guy, but he's a second choice opponent. He's a substitute. No fault of anybody at that. But he doesn't look the part, does he? He's looks quite an overweight, fat guy. They are what they are.
Okay. I know you spoke to Coogan about this briefly in terms of the Dylan White situation, Tyson Fury being ordered by the WBC to fight him. Both sort of parties have come out and say it's a bit of a ridiculous move.
Well, I've not discussed it with Tyson, so I haven't had that chance yet to do that. But when I do, obviously, whatever Tyson wants to do is what we want to do. He's in the driving seat. He's the guy who's getting in the ring, at this level, and he's the guy who will make that decision.
I don't think he's going to be taking orders from anyone anytime soon.
Well, it's not even about taking orders. Sometimes you have to do something. You have to take a fight to make a fight. Nothing. Who knows down the road, maybe, or even who knows what's going to happen with a Dillian White fight? Maybe down the road it will happen.
Looking forward to this Saturday night.
I am. I'm looking forward to seeing Bill back in the ring. So for the full WBO title now. So it's a great chance for him and a great opportunity for him to come through this fight. If he comes through this fight, to get himself back on the world stage and into hopefully some meaningful fights.
Definitely. That's about it, I think, Frank. Actually, one more. You mentioned to Coogan that there's going to be a big undercard fight announced for. Was it Gorman Dubois?
When we announced
the Warrington Gallagher.
Josh Warrington.
On that
we'll
card.
be announced. I think we're announcing that this week, aren't we? Yeah. So
I'll be announced this week. All right.
So it'll be on IFL. You want to know what it is? Watch IFL and yes.
And hopefully Kovalev-Yarde will be announced this week as well.
Well, it's more or less done.
Right. Okay. Cheers. Well, we'll see you in Russia then.
Cheers, mate. Look forward to that.
Cheers, Frank.
Thank you.